I warn you that I don't suffer fools. I like to look for the good in them, but that doesn't always mean it's really there. It's hard to tell what's going on in that skull of yours.
Teach, what are you doing here? I can't tell if you're feeling resigned or if you're just lost in thought. Or maybe you simply don't care about anything that's going on.
Have you no dignity?
You can just stand here and stare at the wall.
It's okay, I can manage without you.
Welcome everyone, thank you for supporting the channel and being here. I want to thank everyone for the huge reaction to the first episode of the season. I'm really excited to get the rest of the route going with all of the people that have been here since the beginning of the channel, and the new folks that might just be tuning in for Season 3 and the Golden Deer. As you can see, we're still pretty early in this process. Our characters are really low level, just starting to learn these skills. And Lysithea is not even at the point where she can remember everyone's name, so she has to go retrieve the class roster here as the resentful students are around her, somehow roped into helping her out in this mission. Now, normally for some of these side missions that are a little more grindy, I would just show some brief highlights as I have in previous seasons, but just given how far behind these new game Golden Deer are, I've got to show these whole battles because they actually stay pretty interesting. We have to start off with a gambit here from Claude, just on these regular enemies. Since this is a quest battle, these enemies are much higher level than the class is. We see Balthus here is still at level 3. I don't think we have anyone certified in an actual even beginner class yet. And Balthus showing us just how pathetic we are with a miss right off the bat. We still have this active axe user. That could be a real problem. Raphael shooting off a needle for 6. Still got a lot of work to do. Lysithea can't accomplish much of anything without getting herself killed. So we'll have to move in Lorenz first. He gets in a really good amount of damage there. And maybe Marianne can finish things off now. Not with the gauntlets, that's for sure. A smash takes her up to 99% accuracy, and she gets the kill.
I can't afford to lose.
Smash is going to be a big game changer, definitely on Marianne. Hopefully on Lysithea pretty soon, since she is in really dire need of some kind of XP. Maybe she can get this kill with the rattled enemy now that Hilda's taken it down to exactly 1. Looks like the Iron Lance is slightly more accurate than the axe, but we do want the axe experience since Lysithea needs to go down that path. Looks like we did get the 80%, so Lysithea is okay. We'll move in Lysithea to take a shot there. Now Leone or Ignatz can try to finish that off. Let's go in with Ignatz. He's level 4. If we can get him to level 5, we'll have at least one really solid fighter on the squad. So good job, Ignatz.
It's hard to be happy about this.
I was a little premature with that good job, wasn't I?
I can't believe I made it this far.
Well, 5 HP is a weird bar to set there, Ignatz, but gotta celebrate what we can here, I guess. Alright, next wave moving in. We'll reposition a little bit so they come after Claude. Hilda is currently our healer because she has the gambit that can heal in a small group. Claude can take that hit okay. And now we're in a somewhat better position to start attacking some of these units. So let's see. Balthus can get us started up here with 9 damage coming down on that one. Lorenz also is maining a bow right now. He can get in another 10. And now Leone might be able to finish this off since she can stand next to Balthus to get her buff. That counts double on the gauntlets. And down it goes. Now then, one more unit down here. Let's have Raphael get the needlework started. Hilda, stand right where you are. Fire away. We have very limited use of Thunder on Hilda. She does actually have a spell, but there's some armored units on this map that we need to save them for. 1 damage coming down from Marianne. That's incredible. Okay, Claude is going to make Marianne feel even worse about herself with that little display.
I see. It's all making sense now.
And he gets Brawling Prowess 1, so that will potentially be a helpful little change there for Claude in terms of his accuracy and avoidance. We'll have Wyleth draw out the next wave with the Chalice. She should still be able to counterattack from melee. Okay, good dodge there from Wyleth. Gets a little bit of damage in. Hilda might be able to make the difference with her Thunder. Let's see what she can do. 8. That's somewhat underwhelming. I anticipated at least doubling. And it looks like Wyleth's conventional weapons are going to be more effective than the magic at this juncture. So with the Hilda buff, it looks like Claude can break right through and get this kill.
That's the Foldin Deer for you.
Then we'll get Claude to level 5 as well. That's excellent. He and Ignatz will give us a little more reliability, but not stats, clearly. Alright, we'll reposition to draw some stuff out. Marianne is going to be directly in the line of fire, but she can actually take some magic damage, unlike a lot of other people on the squad. But she is not very fast, and it didn't politely get into bow range. So now we'll have to crack this code somehow. Looks like this mage is really fast, fast enough to double Wyleth. Given that, we may need to just try and kill it right away. Ignatz can at least take the damage here. Now, can Lysithea actually finish this off? She can. The 81 gets there, and she gets to level 2. Finally.
I don't have time for failure.
Well, I have bad news for you. Look at the channel name. Okay. We'll need to use some mass healing here with Hilda. And get our 1 XP out of it. Okay. Let's reposition, have Leone be the one that's going to take a hit. They're running on in. Okay, they are really setting themselves up to get assault troops. Oh. Never mind, Lysithea's dead. Okay then. We'll recalibrate. Let's head on back and see if we can set things up a little differently, where Lysithea doesn't have to die. Okay, Marianne then will be the one that gets this kill. We'll smash it up so we go to 95%. We really don't want to be in a position where we have to waste another Divine Pulse, given how few we have of them. Marianne gets to level 3. Unfortunately, that means Lysithea's back to 1.
How much more I can learn.
Significantly more, particularly about how useful the strength stat is. Still gotta use the heal gambit for Hilda. We get 2 XP that time. Alright, now we'll get back into position and hopefully live this time. Okay, Marianne is fast enough to not die. Crest of the Beast, not able to break through that armor. And now we got another puzzle to solve. We at least have Assault Troop ready. Let's flip this coin.
Underestimate us.
I really don't think they're underestimating us. I think their estimation is right about where we are. Okay. Got more gambits coming down. Wyleth has assembly here. And she is able to get to level 7 as she assures
Another step
a
forward.
little more that we might not die. It's a little bit of avoidance that should become relevant. She's in the line of fire a lot, so I'm hoping that her defense and avoidance will keep her alive through what's coming. We've got to move people back so that they can heal themselves. Only a few units should be coming on forward to try and deal damage. Balthus is in the forests here, so he should be okay. He's a little safer. Of course, that doesn't mean he can actually accomplish anything. Lorenz will hop into the forest as well, so he should be alright, and he actually gets a hit in. Hilda still not fast enough to double here, but 9 is a lot more than she'd do with the bow. And that puts Claude in a position to punch straight through the tin can, and he even gets the dodge there.
It's not
Excellent.
luck, it's fate.
Okay, Raphael, can you finish this? No, but you can get a pretty decent... That was a 94% chance to hit. Come on. Okay, good counterattack there from Lylith. And will she get another one? No. Looks like instead we'll have Balthus in dire straits, having lost 2 coin flips in a row after missing his 80% attack. Hilda getting doubled here and poison struck.
Predictable.
Good dodge from Lylith. Good counterattack even. I guess she's living up to her mercenary reputation at least.
Incoming.
Gotta win another coin flip here, Leone.
Another option.
We don't have any other options but that one, so I'm glad we had this on the table. Okay then, Claude. We kind of need this to work too, so let's lock this one down. 70% actually connects. Okay. We've bought ourselves some measure of safety. So who is still active? There's an axe user in the forest and that bow user up above it. So we've got to kill those somehow. Balthus has a pretty strong pointy stick that he can use to get that thing out of the way. And now Lylith has another gambit
Now's our
that
chance.
will be able to just keep our options open for how we can advance. Okay, Lysithea can charge on in here. Just a standard axe blow, keeps her at level 1, of course. Now, Lorenz. Use the training bow for a little more accuracy. Good job.
Naturally.
Nailed the 77, so we don't get counterattacked, and it's down. Marianne, move on up here, and you can axe it down. Let's smash for the extra accuracy. We'll just have to buy more axes to replace them as we go through them.
I want to go home.
Don't we all, Hilda? None of us asked to be in Lylith's class. Okay, we have one more thunder. Let's use it since this is in the forest. And Raphael, stab away with that wooden knife you got. Maybe it's just a ladle. Either way, it works.
Plenty more where that came from.
And Raph even gets to level 3. How does it turn out? You get a point of
Making my
magic
muscles
and
proud.
strength. All right.
Ready anytime.
Can't really complain about that, though. The magic won't really be relevant once he classes into Monk and gets the base of 8.
I actually won.
Punch there from Ignatz takes the last enemy of that line out. And we're left with just the boss unit of the map, it looks like. So let's take it out. Fire away, Lorenz. And Lysithea, just get a little bit of bow experience, I guess. She remains at level 1, since remember, when we tried to get her to level 2, she died immediately and got terrible stat increases. So maybe we'll just put that off for a minute and have Marianne
I'm really
get this
sorry.
kill instead. That takes her all the way to level 4. Good job, Marianne.
Is this power really mine?
I hope so. And who gets MVP here? Marianne does. Awesome job.
I'm not setting a very good example.
It was just one big mess.
You're only making it worse. What an absolute bother. Please, leave all of the difficulty to me. There is nothing I cannot handle.
Well, Lylith needs some help here to make things happen. So, Lorenz and
fun
some
when
of the
you know
other
what you're
teachers at Garrig Mach are going to intercede
Not
to
as hard as
see
I thought.
if we can get any of the training to go better. And it looks like that's a maybe. Because Claude here managed to get up into Monk. And let's see what kind of stat increases he gets. Up to 8 from
pretty
5. Did well compared to where you were, I guess. And Ignatz, since he got some stat boosters
I can't believe I
already,
did it.
he won't be getting anything out of that class change. Alois came here on Lawrence's request, try and teach some actually useful skills. Not to people that necessarily
much
wanted
to
them,
learn.
mind you.
Guess I learned a thing or two.
But it seems he's a little more effective at advancing things than Lylith has been. So let's get another checkup. We get to see a lot of Ds here now, which suggests we'll have a lot more combat arts. So we'll be able to fill in for some of those
beginning to
weaknesses. And now we
understand.
actually have spells.
Better
Claude
than
having
before.
wind is
It's
pretty
all
huge.
becoming
That's
clearer.
fast and has some crit chances.
getting
And we
better
have
at this.
actual heals now.
Well-oiled machine.
Ooh, curved shot on Balthus is also big. So, Lylith is
A new
under the
path to try.
tutelage of Alois and Lawrence, and finally finds a way to get to fighter status. Now we grind a little bit more, since if we can get people to level 5, we should be able to do pretty well. So let's get positioned to start this battle off. Okay, now we can begin in earnest. So Marianne has very good resilience, so she's able to just brush off that Nosferatu, get a little bit of a counterattack with her bow. Great dodge there from Leone. We actually put the chalice on her since Lylith
all
was
there is
able
to
to
know.
afford a mini bow. Leone gets that extra HP. And now we can actually start fighting. We're still in a situation where we need to use our gambits early and often to make any progress at all. So good connection there from Leone. Hilda needs to move into this central position so all of our male units can get her buff against as many of these enemies as possible. Decent damage there from her bow. Lysithea can come in and get this rattled enemy out of the way.
Of course I won.
And finally get to level 2. Will that reset the stat increases we saw?
Have
Yes.
to try harder.
These aren't a whole lot better, though.
Perfect comprehension.
We perfectly understand that you have more HP that will instantly go away anyway because of your defense and speed. Okay, Ignatz. Can't one-shot anything, but this can't counterattack. So we'll use Hilda's buff as well as we possibly can. Claude. Looks like we can't definitely kill it with anything because we're not doubling with wind yet.
I see. It's all making sense now.
Is it, though? Raphael has a chance to finish things off here. Not with fire, mind you. We're just going to have to continue throwing these sewing needles around.
I'm good at training.
I bet. Okay, then. Balthus, move on forward. Really, guy? Okay. I guess that's why we need to train him as an archer, to get that hit plus 20. We'll move over to the left, have Wylith get things started. We are all pretty safe from the cleric over there, so let's just focus on killing the thief, and we should be able to smash it down. Right next to Wylith will be a good haul of XP, hopefully. Good job there, Marianne. Not quite to level 5. So that cleric heals. Get another wave of enemies coming in. A rattled enemy goes in on Ignatz and gets punched in the face. A little bit of battalion level for Ignatz. Lorenz takes a little bit of pain. And it's our turn again. We'll put Hilda in the same position she was in before to try and power up as many male units as she can. Let's go for accuracy on this Thunder, since she's getting all the linked attack value. And we'll move Claude in here. Looks like Wind with Hilda's boost is able to take that out. And gets Claude to level 6.
Life doesn't always go as planned.
Has every level been that bad for you? Speed, at least, is helpful for the channel's traditional route of improving our magic, which is getting really fast with our minimum magic stat. Good damage there from Raphael. Looks like we'll need to blow this other assault troop from Leone. And it actually works out. That's great. That will keep some enemies from charging forward and just killing everybody. Now we have to worry about this one that's still mobile. So we'll work it down a little bit with Balthus. And maybe Ignatz can provide the firepower we need? Not quite. In that case, got another gambit.
No charge. Let's give it a try.
90% is a pretty good try, and it works out, leaving Ignatz just on the precipice of level 6. Oh no. One off from killing this enemy, huh? And if we try to smash it without finishing it, we die. Looks like this calls for a gambit. And it actually hits, okay. So let's see how the enemy phase plays out. Really? Really, you're going to critical hit a child? Well, Ignatz gets the counter kill there. And here is the irrelevant level up. We might see that later on.
I'll try even harder next time.
Oh, this is a good one. We'll need to try and actually get that during this mission after we rewind to revive Lysithea again. How far back do we need to go? We want to keep that Italian connection with Ignatz. So we'll actually deal with Wylith, Lorenz, and Marianne first.
The glory of progress.
Wylith has curved shot now. That could be huge. Well, can't curved shot with a broken bow. Need to figure out a solution to that. Marianne doesn't take any damage from the counters, so we'll just smash while she's standing next to Wylith.
I stand ready.
And then Lorenz can punch him out.
A trivial victory.
It was a little trivial more to Marianne than to
Still
you.
far from my best.
I would say that level is very far from best, and it did not
Mastery
improve
at
our
last.
offensive capacity in any meaningful sense. I wouldn't call HP plus 5 mastery, though I guess technically in game terms it is mastery of something. Leone in a decent position to take some hits, given that she's next to Balthus. And Ignatz does still get that counterattack, taking him to that great level 6.
I'm getting better.
Strength, speed, dex. I like all of it. Okay, Wylith, Lorenz, and Marianne can probably proceed on their path by themselves. We're fighting a bit of a two-front war over here with the main squad. Lysithea can smash on through this one.
You underestimated me.
And, of course, not quite get to level
Me?
3. Got some healing to do with Hilda. Looks like Ignatz and Leone are the high-priority targets. So we'll just move her up to accomplish that. And now Balthus, just move on in to get things started. We can move Leone in to take advantage of Balthus's positioning. Or not. That was less than we wanted. Okay. Got another Ignatz gambit here. That can try to get us back in the game here. Okay, assuming it doesn't double us, or that we actually get a counterattack off, I think it'll die before it kills us. That's the bet I'm making. Do some healing there while Claude draws out another unit. Good punch there, Ignatz. And now, hopefully, the mage doesn't kill you. There's a lot of moving parts to this plan. Axe user goes in for Claude, does not double him, so we turn out okay. And who are they going for? Going for Balthus, even letting him get the counterattack. And Balthus is completely fine. Looks like Wylith is now immune to Nosferatu as well. So that bodes well for Marianne and Wylith. Let's move in with Marianne, see if we can connect with the Onslaught.
Is this okay?
We'll find out. Yes, it 100% is. Good job, Marianne.
Okay, I've got it now.
I would hope so. You hit with gambits, and that's what makes it okay. Now, we have Lorenz and Wylith still over here. We will fire away with Wylith. That should leave everyone nice and vulnerable for Lorenz. And the sewing needle gets the kill. A little more hit never hurt anyone, I guess.
Sure, pal.
Balthus looks like is quite strong right now.
Even stronger than I look, yeah?
I would say so. I was literally just remarking on that. Okay then, Hilda. You're not really an offensive powerhouse with anything right now, are you? Just stand in the position where you're providing buffs for everyone else. Empowering the Elmyran winds there from Claude. And Raph, we don't want you to get counterattacked by magic, certainly, so curved shot away with your sewing needle. Can Ignatz get a kill here? Yes, he can, 100%. And wow, he was angry about it.
I'm impressed.
Really wanted that first one to connect and make the difference.
Thank you.
Didn't want to waste 2 punches. Ignatz very concerned with energy efficiency. Okay, Hilda's still standing. Oh, they have pass, don't they? That's no good. Looks like we're rewinding for Hilda now. Still standing up quite strong over here. Even the Fire Mage isn't putting out good DPS. So now we have to just think about how to redo the central squad's turn. So we can rewind to just after Lorenz went. Now we'll do things differently over here. We'll have to blow Claude's group lightning. Okay, that connects. That takes that enemy out of the fight.
Sure, pal.
And now we can get Balthus to fire on this one. That takes it down to 4.
Let's get to
That
it.
should theoretically give us some options on how to finish it off. Leone. Oh! Crit from Leone
Another
makes
one
things a
down.
lot easier since that unit goes down without needing anyone else to help her.
I'm aiming high.
Maybe you could aim
Amazing.
for higher
Who,
strength. Good cheerleading there, Hilda. Can you kill this? Oh, you can punch it out, just like your buddy Ignatz. Or you can slightly more accurately use the sword.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
I got this.
Okay, now Raphael can also benefit from Hilda's buff. And Ignatz should be able to get in position there too. Looks like he couldn't get the kill, so we'll just obstruct the unit's movement with him instead of wasting our attacks and our health, potentially. Comes in, Ignatz gets the counter there and is not dead because he didn't invite a counterattack on himself. Okay, Nosferatu's hitting Lorenz this time. And Marianne getting the real lucky dodge.
Stay focused.
Wylith still in possession of some melee weapons, though they seem to be pretty darn inaccurate against this mage. So we do get the standard pointy stick hit, even though it was 68, a decidedly unfunny number percent chance to hit. Marianne going in for the risk-free smash. So, Lorenz, can you kill something, anything? Please tell me that you can. Or maybe just heal yourself so you don't die, and we'll see if we can counterattack anything. Third shot from Raphael will finish off this unit.
Strength in action.
And we've got a little work to do to ensure everyone actually survives. Claude will start working on that one. We've got a lot of healing we need on the central squad. Luckily, we've got some AoE healing here from Hilda that doesn't help her XP very much, but helps everyone else live so they can have XP. Leone is actually going to fire away on that other unit because Balthus is back here with a bunch of other squad members. We should be able to take down the units standing there pretty easy. Ignatz can get the kill here with a smash. It's a little risky with that mage up there, but it's worth it just to get this thing definitely out of the way.
Form.
Lysithea, you're our last hope to actually kill this. We need you to connect with Disturbance,
No time like the present.
since you can't kill it 100% for sure. Okay, we nailed that connection. I know a strategy like this failed before, which definitely means it can't fail again, right? Okay. Oh, dear. And miraculously, they don't go in for the kill on Lysithea. Maybe they just couldn't? I don't know. And Lorenz gets the kill on that one, so he doesn't die. Okay. A miracle being indeed. It was a miracle that we survived. Bean is still up for debate, I suppose. Alright, Lysithea. The axe will take him out. Go for the highest accuracy. Nail this 86%, or we have to reset. Okay.
I just worked harder.
Harder than what, exactly?
I have to try harder.
You really do. You missed the strength stat again.
Gotta a grasp on this.
Someone has to grasp something. Okay, cool. Now we can have Hilda go on another mass healing spree.
I owe you.
Keeping her 4 away from level 4. Okay, let's deal with this mage. We have some curved shots now we can use safely out of its counter range. Crest of Chevalier looking fancy, but not accomplishing anything. Claude getting some chip damage there in a decidedly maybe not worth it exchange. Oh no, Leone. We don't really have a lot of room for these errors.
If you say so.
Ignatz, can you make up for that? You can, it looks like. 100% chance to kill it with your gauntlets.
Huh? It worked out.
And Ignatz goes to level 7.
I feel like
Ignatz just killing it with his levels. Why can't everyone learn from him? He should be the professor. Crest
Did I
activation
help
there
that?
from Wylith takes down the mage for the left squad, and Lorenz has a bit of time to take a swig of that vulnerary. Great counter there from Marianne. Looks like HP plus 5 saved her bacon, as she is alive with 4 HP. Okay, we will just delete this from existence, hopefully. We'll have the Pegasi carried off to a farm upstate. And there we go.
Another step forward.
Not the greatest step forward ever there, Wylith, though I understand that you would be confused about what progress looks like. Okay, she'll be fine. Bunch of units over here that need to be repositioned. So we'll go ahead and do that, get some healing done. Only a couple units left on the map, period. I don't know that the central squad will be able to meet up in time to be relevant. So we'll get some things done over here. Definitely not with that gambit from Lorenz, given that his charm is so low. But looks like a fading blow is a somewhat safe option in that Lorenz wouldn't die from it. So here he goes, getting to level 4.
Nobles must be strong.
Then why wouldn't you increase your strength? Are you not a noble? Is that going to be new lore? Curved shot for extra power there from Wylith. And now, moment of truth. Marianne, can you smash it to death? You can. Got a nail to 93, and we did it.
I'm really sorry.
Don't be, Marianne. Axe murder is a long-held tradition here.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
Well, I would have hoped you would have learned some strength before it becomes totally irrelevant. But
Thanks so much.
we're a little past that point now, so I'll take all those other stats. Do some healing
Thanks for that.
down with this part of the squad. And now we're left with just this one sword user. Oh, 69% chance to hit. Can't ever go wrong, and indeed it doesn't, because we get the crest activation. Lawrence, we need you to get to level 5 still. Can you kill this enemy? Well, with a gambit you can, but also with a fading blow, so let's go for that instead. Great job there, Lawrence. All of his leadership efforts in the class appear to be paying off, and he is even the MVP. Marianne, since she got to level 5, can now proceed as a fighter. So here she goes, getting that +2 strength that she is due. Yes, you did. I can't believe it either. Got a few people to level 5 with the requisite skills, so we've got Wylith, Claude, Ignatz, and Marianne across that threshold.
With this fog,
Everyone else still
it's
has to go.
impossible to tell where the enemy might be. or how many of them there are.
Unless you look it up somewhere, but I don't know how
The
we would
enemy
do
could
that.
be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
We broke through the fog.
The conditions are the same for both sides, but we're at a disadvantage for not knowing the terrain.
We're at a disadvantage for not knowing a lot of things, Claude. I appreciate your
Proceed
restraint.
with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Okay, we got a nice little lesson there on low visibility maps. Though there's only one, literally this one, that you have to play. So we'll have Balthus and Hilda be the first movers to show off what's going on in the map. I need to remember where we want to place Hilda. Right here seems good. For everyone else, we'll put Thunder on her just in case. And now we will reposition to start drawing things out of the forest and get ready to move forward. Church soldiers and Catherine are the first in line on top. And Wylith takes some damage over on the right. We do get some nice stat boosters if we keep Catherine and those church soldiers alive, so we're going to dedicate some resources over there. Claude taking an unfortunate bit of damage from Poison Strike there. Catherine just immediately showing off, dealing amounts of damage that we won't really be able to dream about for the next 5 years or so. And the church soldiers doing their level best to die before the first enemy unit goes down from
Lord
someone
Renato
other than
doesn't
Catherine.
deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Interesting thing to say to a bunch of children. Okay, Claude can double with wind now. But these units in the forest are going to be pretty hard for our squad to take down, so we're going to use Wylith here to simplify the task a bit. She immediately deletes the one in front, leaves that archer a lot more vulnerable and unable to come out and pick off whoever it wants. Marianne here can actually deal somewhat okay damage now that her strength is up to 8. Hilda can't deal great damage under the best of circumstances yet. She'll get a Thunder off there because it's actually kind of accurate. And the level was okay, just not all that offensively so. Lysithea can get 1 damage through, which means she can get 1 XP instead of 0. Isn't that amazing? I'm amazed. Heal coming down from Leone so that we can try to get that bonus stuff at the end of the mission. I think that church soldier will be okay through this round, assuming that there aren't a bunch of enemies waiting in the wings. Balthus doesn't quite finish that one off, so we'll have to tailor our strategy to that. Lorenz can only attack this one, so let's have him do so. Go in with the gauntlets, it's what you need to train. And just a little bit until Lorenz is across that level 5 threshold. Ignatz has a hand axe he could use to attack that archer, but that looks like a bad idea. We'll just finish off that lance user. And we'll do the showing off with our motions, but not with our voice. You know, we wouldn't want them to hear that we're dunking on them. Okay, Raphael exchanges damage there, and hopefully he'll be able to counterattack. Church soldier still looking pretty alive.
While you try to kill our lord?
No. No one really posited that. Okay, more units coming in from the fog. Ignatz in dire straits. He has 1 hit point, but 1 is all you need. Catherine taking down another enemy. And that church soldier decidedly suicidal. Okay, can we get rid of this? Marianne indeed can. She needs to swing that wooden mallet around. And she gets to level 6, just to illustrate how much better she is than everyone. Okay, Hilda. Gotta stand you right here so you can buff people up that will go into melee with these enemies. And she's actually pretty far from level 5. She has some work to do.
If you say so.
Where do we go from here? Ignatz, you can move on up, and wow, you can double with your gauntlets. Look at that full punch combo. Doesn't help him get above 1 HP, but that was a real impressive display. Here comes a sewing needle strike from Balthus. Looks like we got some new friends up there that we can see with Balthus's torch. So let's try to make the conditions as safe as they can be to withstand that particular onslaught that'll come in from the north. Claude, move on up. You can kill this one. Ignatz is in trouble, though, as we could see from those preview lines. Terrible level for Claude. I would understand why he wouldn't want to address that. He's not taking questions at this time. Raphael, you got a block for your buddy Ignatz, so take a swig of that vulnerary and get ready. Healing coming down on the church soldier from Leone, since that's her job now. And look, she did her job well. That soldier's still alive. Balthus, not really in any danger right now. Oh, coming after healer Leone. Low blow. Raphael has decent enough defense that even that double attack doesn't put him on the brink of death yet. Catherine also in the business of protecting her soldiers. And this guy a little less suicidal than I might have thought for someone charging into battle at 1 HP. Can't really judge him for that. That's what we had Ignatz do. Wylith. Which one should you attack? Go ahead for this one that fewer students will be able to attack. Ooh, she gets to authority level C, so she'll be able to get the best battalions that we have available after this mission. A smash with a steel axe would have been good, but it misses entirely and leaves Lysithea extraordinarily vulnerable to death. Fantastic. How are we going to bail ourselves out of this? Certainly not with Hilda alone. Marianne, you can kill things off with your sewing needle. Good. Okay, now we can surround this other enemy. We can even have Balthus come to the other side of Hilda and use a curved shot for the extra damage. And Balthus will get extra HP. How useful. Over here, we are pathetically underprepared to deal with this archer and have that church soldier live. So we are going to go for sub-coin flip hits here and have it work? That's surprising. I honestly didn't think that was gonna work. All right. Well, let's try to not Divine Pulse before that happened. Fire away Raphael. And now we have a couple of slots open to try and kill this. Ignatz can go charge in next to Hilda for the bonus damage and get that kill. Level up his battalion a little bit. And I think we have the space now to have Claude heal.
That helps.
So we'll take Lysithea from 2 to 12, leaving Ignatz at 1, which may not have been the best call ever, but I think we'll still pull through it since Wylith and Balthus appear to be on the front lines. Balthus gets to level 4. Barely, even a level 4. Oh. Okay. That was a justified reaction there, Ignatz. I am happy you got that dodge. Church soldier taking a hit. Oh, Catherine can't get another kill. This guy can, though. 1 HP, it's all you need.
Oh, me?
If you're up, you're fine. Okay then, Marianne, can you help us clear these soldiers out?
Is this okay?
Again, it's not okay. Now we definitively know the answer, and it was not okay. I'm offended you even asked. Lorenz fires away.
Stay focused.
And now we gotta go to drastic measures with Lylith here. Looks like she can double this soldier with the mini bow.
Lord Lenato, please don't die.
He's not here. He can't hear
The
you.
nobles start the war, but it's the commoners who spill their blood first.
Eh, none of our commoners have died yet. Okay, then. We'll just have Balthus figure out what is going on around here. Lylith will be okay taking that hit, but we get to see the range of that archer so we don't accidentally move anyone into it. Smash coming down from Lysithea will get her some experience, not nearly enough.
If you say so.
Now Ignatz will use that 1 HP principle to move on forward and not even care about his physical state. Raphael, looks like the Iron Sword would be good enough to kill it on his own, but we might want to give the credit to some other people, so we'll just use a Fire and get tantalizingly close to a level on Raph. Hilda should be able to survive through that as well. We'll equip a sword on her.
Ready and willing.
And now Claude can sneak in to finish things off. The powerful Almiran winds will blow,
Let's get to it.
and one day, Claude might have a tradition of his own to teach everyone else in the ways of magic. But right now, it looks a little weak to be much of an example. Attack coming in on Hilda, she takes the poison strike and still looks reasonably healthy. We have that mysterious mage, quote unquote, in the center of this little thicket. Let's see if we can pull him on out, make it a little easier to finish him off.
It's time.
You weren't really obstructing us from going anywhere, you were just making it hard to see. So I don't know that it works like you think it works. Let's move Balthus in and use the curved shot. That should be able to offset enough of its avoidance boost such that we can nail some damage. And we're okay after getting hit by that miasma. Now, who can finish things off? If we move Lorenz next to Lylith and take this shot with the training bow. All right, we got the 2 and 3. And Lorenz gets past level 5. Terrible. Truly terrible. Though he did advance his charm a little bit, which isn't useless.
Fog has cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
The judgment of the goddess is that you and Alois should talk to each other. Punching in from Ignatz. Got to finish this archer off somehow. Marianne can take it down to precisely 1, which will leave it open to anyone executing it with almost anything, such as Raphael's Fancy Fire. He'll be a Dark Knight yet. He gets to level 4 off of that fire, and it looks like he was throwing it because his magic is still almost as low as it can possibly be. Ignatz said he was a fan of that 1 HP, so Claude gave him another 1 to stack on top of it, so he has 11. We'll reposition everyone so that Hilda can throw down some more healing. She can't target someone at full HP, so we had to make sure Marianne had a little chip on her shoulder. And now we can throw down all that other healing. Good exchange there from Leone. She is almost to level 5. Church soldier in some trouble. And this axe user remembering, hey, I might want to fight at some point. Catherine here to protect her flock. And now we just want to make sure we stay ahead of those church soldiers so they can't get themselves in any more trouble. Good shot there from Raphael. Marianne getting some range damage in as well. Hilda coming in. Everyone has a bow. No one's very good at using them, not even Balthus. Wylith, I guess, is okay. Lysithea going for the smash, gets the Karen crest off. And not even level 4 yet. That is quite something.
Thanks so much.
Heal coming down on Ignatz. 1 XP to get to level 5, Leone. 1. Heal coming down on Hilda. Do some repositioning. Raphael has a mini bow, so he can counterattack there. Axe user coming in from the south. Catherine, leave our XP sources alone, please. Okay, we can move Leone forward to draw some stuff out. Looks like that Fortress Knight is going to get to her, so we'll equip Fire. And we'll have Claude move forward to heal her to full just in case. Let's move Wylith back. She can start the damage train on this unit here that's trying to creep up on us from behind. And Hilda here needs some experience. Lysithea obviously also needs a lot of experience, but so does Hilda. And Balthus actually does too. He's still level 4. He can get this kill with a curved shot and still be standing next to Wylith. Still not enough to get to level 5. Let's move the rest of the central cast forward.
It's time.
Ooh, a gambit coming down on Leone, and it's actually successful. Not a lot of immediate damage, but the rattle effect could be real bad. Oh, throwing a second one down, which thankfully does not hit, so it doesn't spill over onto Claude. And look at those directions. Okay, since that unit down there is down, we can move on forward. Hilda can do a little more healing. And that'll spill over onto Balthus as well. He'll move on up. And Wylith is fast enough such that she can come and participate in the battle right away. Looks like she can open up a conduit between those two other units by killing this guy and getting herself to level 9. If Wylith does too much more, she might get to an intermediate class before a lot of people are even in beginner. Claude, you can double with wind, so you can do a real number on this Armor Knight here. And get a little more avoidance. Raphael, you have magic. Yeah, you have magic. 3 on an Armor Knight. Yes, just what we've always dreamed of. Looks like Leone is still in a position to magic this down. She'll take quite a bit of damage, but even from her rattled state, it's enough to finish off the Armor Knight, get her to stately level 5 with some good increased stats. Firing away there with Marianne. We just have this sword user to deal with. Let's see how much more damage we can pile on. Lorenz coming in with the iron bow. We have Lysithea and Ignatz left to try and finish it off. Lysithea can't contribute in any meaningful sense, but she can get some bow experience. Ignatz, you can come in here. You have no hope of killing it either, so just try to lock it in place and one-on-one with you in the forest. Great hit there, Ignatz. Ooh, he gets rally speed and authority D. So he'll be able to change up his battalion between battles. Gets the kick in the face to finish things off, getting him to level 8. Terrible level 8. You get me so excited there, Ignatz. Oh, Catherine actually fails to get a kill in that first combat. So she got mad about that, held a grudge. Now the church soldiers running on in. Don't want to expend too many more resources on them, so let's try to finish this as quickly as we can while balancing the safety of our squad. We have a couple of cronies left before we get to Lonato. Claude actually rolls a 20 there to get a critical hit, but our criticals are never going to kill anything for quite some time. Okay, Lysithea, I think Claude gave you an opportunity. Smash away. That takes it down and gets Lysithea to level 4. Excellent, she's on the right track. Though that level is truly awful, given that her strength is below the class minimum she's about to certify into. So really, she only got that charm boost. Crest of Chevalier could potentially actually be relevant there, since he had HP to heal. Looks like Claude isn't a speed demon enough to double this, but he gets to level 8 nonetheless. Oh, that one's actually pretty good. Someone got a level that advanced their offensive capabilities and did other stuff too. Finally, something good happened. Great crest activation there that lowers the bar for anyone else that wants to finish this unit off. And Raphael needs a bar that's literally as low as possible. There he goes. A single damage makes the difference. Remember that, kids. Inspirational quotes. Okay. We're finally down to just Lonato.
You. I will be the one to kill you. No other.
It's a good thing that Catherine has already met Alois, so she can look at your face and determine that it's not him.
So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
And those church units coming on in, they are ready to die. I'm not ready to let them kill themselves. So we'll have Wylith start things off here.
By that witch. I will show you the truth.
Which is what exactly theologically? I'm a little behind on my religion studies. Okay. So we're just trying to work his HP down, so one of our units that really needs some XP can work him down. Claude misses his gambit. Ignatz, can you do something here? Your conventional attacks aren't looking all that great. And we don't want you to bogart all the experience either, so let's try to nail him with another gambit. Ignatz missed 2. Okay. I think Ignatz, Claude, and Wylith kind of tap out who can safely attack Lonato and be within his attack range on his turn. So we'll reposition, get the curved shot with Raphael, and just regroup for the next turn. Ignatz is okay. And now, is Lonato just going to stay equipped with his Iron Lance? No, looks like he can freely counterattack whenever within 2. So we'll just get more curved shots going on. We'll... We don't want Wylith to kill him. Certainly not. So let's just have her go in with the axe here. She gets counterattacked, but she's okay. Claude, you have a really weak wind there. 2 damage, reminiscent of those early days with Petra for those that saw Season 1. Alright, Lysithea. You need some experience. Alright. Well, you can get at least a little dealing the 3 damage. Oh! Crest activation means Lysithea gets the kill. That means... Could it be? Is this real? Have we done it? Well, we've completed the mission, obviously, but... Level 5! Yes! That's a huge game changer.
It's over.
Those stats are absolutely awful,
I
but that is a
never thought I'd
massive
see
game
Monotone
changer
meet
for
this
Lysithea.
fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Okay, we got the bonus from the church soldiers even, and Lysithea got to level 5 fast enough to be the MVP. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the season. Please let me know about any suggestions you might have for the future of it, and subscribe to the channel.